I'm up. Morning. Happy Saturday. Saw a bunch of people in the chat already. Appreciate you guys coming out. Hope everybody's having a good morning so far. Mr. L Green Machines already voted. Thank you for that. We'll talk a little bit about the Comic Community Awards today. A little brief little update. David, main event. Good morning. Joe. Oh, that's right. I was watching the weather last night. So that storm they expect it to be a full hurricane and hit you guys like Monday night, Tuesday morning. Wow, stay safe with that, Joe. Yeah, we've been through some big ones here on Long Island. Northeast, Sandy. We had a tree come down in our front yard, hit our house, put a hole in our roof. I'm trying to think if that was Irene or Sandy. So yeah, crazy, crazy. Good luck. Yeah, keep us updated. Yeah, never, Mother Nature. Madam, good morning. Trev is here. Good morning. Yeah, sometimes it's better just to get out of there, right? But sometimes and I guess it's been a couple years. I think I heard on the news 5 or 6 years since a storm, kind of hit the west coast of Florida. So Scotty Vaughn, good morning. But kind of checking in. Wow, Rob is up early this morning. He is the hardest working man in YouTube. He is burning the candles at both ends. Rob, thanks for coming in. Chop is here. Good morning. Just catching up, just going through the chat before we kind of get into things, making sure I'm not missing anybody. Dale is here. Good morning. Okay. Okay, yeah. Like I said, I think I saw it was supposed to hit like Tuesday, but that obviously those things change. So thank you for including everybody, Rob. Appreciate that. Kyle, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. We have 19 people here this morning, so I know. Hey, wait a minute. Mr. Jimmy G is back. I heard a rumor. I think Scotty Vaughn mentioned that you might be back, so pretty good. Good to see you. And in Jimmy G's honor, we have to break out. We have to break out the dancers.
You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who's down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who down with LCS?
So Jimmy, welcome back. Good to see you. And my chat just rolled on me. I know I saw a few others jump in. Jacob is here. Good morning. Mr. Collecting Word. And I always, somebody's got to tell me how to pronounce it. I always, is it Durs? Durs. I'll go with that. You're an Eagles fan, so it doesn't really matter. Let's see, just making sure I'm not missing anybody in chat. So yeah, we've got a bunch of stuff to do today. Our shout outs. We've got to look at some of the books we read this week. Little comic book community award update. So kind of our normal things that we do on a breakfast with Brian. Mr. Matt Woods, good morning, sir. Appreciate you being here. Sean is here. Good morning, Sean. Ben, good morning. Appreciate you being here. Phil is here. And Phil has a show, a live stream following mine. So at 11 a.m. Eastern, he does a stream, and it's been fun. Last couple weekends, his wife has been lurking in the background and providing some commentary. So it's fun to see, fun to watch and listen. So definitely go check that out. Yep, Jimmy, just for you. Let's see. I'm just trying to get straight with the chat. Everybody's saying good morning, everybody. Like I said, appreciate everybody coming out. I'm looking at the chat. And both blasters are here this morning. That's a good idea. I like that idea. Let's do that for next Saturday. We'll start it right here. Send me what you're eating for breakfast during the week, and then we'll show that a viewer mail breakfast, if you would. That's a great idea. Yes, you hear her. You hear her lurking in the background, which is great. I like the conversation back and forth. Getting her opinions. I've asked my wife, if she wanted to do anything. She actually made a little bit of an appearance in some of our. We were at Niagara Falls last week or 2 weeks ago, and so she's in a couple of the Niagara Falls videos, but she doesn't want to come on and talk comics. So, yeah, I like that breakfast idea. Yeah, so send me your tasteful breakfast photos, and we'll we'll show those off next week. But before, we do have our normal menu of breakfast. So why don't we kick that off? And I know, Master, I'm still working on the crispiness of that bacon. I'll let it cook a little bit longer before we serve that up. I know you're a big crispy bacon guy. So, um, uh, just the breakfast. Just show us the breakfast. No need. No need for the the body parts in the breakfast. Tasteful, not so much the breakfast doesn't have to be tasteful, just the what else you're including in the photo. So, um, uh, yeah, she, like I said, I've asked her a few times, if she'd want to come on, and she refers to my comic book collecting as cute, but she wants no part of it. So, but yeah, she showed up a few times in the Niagara Falls stuff. Yeah, we had a great time, and I know Sean was just there, over the summer, probably just about a month or so ago. But yeah, we had a great time. Oh, okay, all right, good. She it's been an interesting couple weeks, the last couple weeks, with having her add the commentary. Kilts, all right. Yeah. Yeah, it's been cool here too. The weather all of a sudden kind of dipped. We've been in like the 50s the last couple of nights, which has been nice. My dogs do appreciate that when I take them on a walk when it's a lot cooler. So, um, yes, very crispy. Yeah, Niagara Falls is if you ever have the chance to go visit Niagara Falls, definitely go do it. Just amazing, area, and just it's beautiful to see. We stayed on the state side, New York side, and there's a big, huge state park which is free to get into. I think all you have to do is pay for parking. It's like $10 a day, something like that. But plenty to do and just walk around. So yeah, really, really a fun vacation. my wife and I are kind of on we're trying to do some more local things, New York things. I have to take her. She's never been to a football game, never been to a New York Giants football game. She's been to football games before. So I want to take her this year. And we went last year to our first, I've been to hockey, New York Rangers games a lot. She's never been to one at Madison Square Garden. So I want to take her to one at Madison Square Garden. So we're trying to do some, yes. Yeah. When there's money involved, yes, my wife's ears perk up, how much I'm spending and how much they're worth, or, I've sold some in the past for, pretty good amount of money, and she's very interested in the money coming in then. So Drac is here. Good morning. So we got some shout outs to do. Why don't we get in? We're 10 minutes in already, catching up with everybody. But we have some shout outs to do, and I have 3 new channels. I have actually 5 shout outs to do this week, but I have 3 new channels. Zach is here. Good morning, Zach. Yeah. We'll have to make a friendly wager on the Eagles Giants games this year. Eagles look good. I have to give them credit. They've impressed me in the first 2 games. So, but we're not. I don't want to go too much into the football talk. I think we did that last week, and we alienated some of our guests because they're not big football fans. So, but let's get to the shout outs. Got a bunch of shout outs, five to do, 3 new channels and 2 that you probably know, but let's get to it. Get this channel a sub. So I have the links down below for these channels. So these are 3 channels that I discovered this week. And I think they were from other channel shoutouts. I think I actually discovered 2 of these from Metarog. Metarog does a weekly or every other week. He does an update with community giveaways. Channels that are reaching milestones and doing giveaways. So the first channel I have is Comics by the Bay. New channel that I just discovered. It's 2 gentlemen, and when I mean high energy, they are definitely high energy. Very, very excited about their comic books. So definitely need to go check them out. Comics by the Bay. I just watched one of I think they did a haul video, new comic book day video, and it was really funny. So definitely need to go check them out. Definitely a high energy pair. And the next channel that I found was Prowling for Comics. And I think he's got, this was from Roger, because I think he has a giveaway going on. I forget the sub number, but definitely stopped over and checked him out. And another, just another good channel. So definitely go check them out. Links are down below. Hammer 3 Comics. Hammer 3 Collectibles was the 3rd of the new channels that I found. So definitely want to go check that out too. 3, like I said, just new channels on my radar. Actually saw a few others in the comments that I was familiar with. So, definitely, certainly on some other of our community's radar, just wasn't for me. So, but definitely Comics by the Bay, Prowling for Comics, and Hammer 3 Collectibles. 3 new channels that I discovered this week. So definitely go check them out, sub them up. And then I have 2 others that you're probably familiar with. My next one is Shop for Comics. So Shop is he's trying to hit some milestones. I think he's trying to get to, I think he's about 170 subs right now. So he's trying to get to 190 and maybe even to 200. So if you're not familiar with Shop for Comics, definitely go check him out. He just unveiled a Spider-Man book. It's a reprint, but it's a key. So definitely need to go check that out. And then last but not least, and he was in the chat, Mr. Joe, Anachronic Comics. he has a great series that he's doing. He's basically comparing books year by year, and he started in the 1960s between Marvel and DC, most valuable comics. And it's just a great series to see, some of the old books, Silver Age books, and what their value is. But what I find most amazing about that series is obviously Joe does a lot of research on it. But the one thing that I really enjoy is that Joe owns a bunch of the books from that time period, Silver Age. He collected, firsthand, as a kid. So um, you definitely need to go check that out. I think Joe just this week released the 1964 video, so comparing Marvel and DC books to top 10 books. And I believe Joe had 7 out of the 10 in his PC. So definitely a great series. Definitely need to go check that out. Pop and Son, good morning. I see C-Man, E-Man is here. Appreciate you coming out up early this morning or late. There he is. Joe's still here. All right, cool. Yeah, definitely go check out that series that Joe does. He's 4 in 60, 61, 62. I forget, but definitely go check it out. Definitely worth definitely worth watching. Like I said, Joe does a lot of spends a lot of time putting the information together. But like I said, he's showing off some crazy books. So Kyle, congrats, 120. Yeah, I'm seeing so many channels hit some milestones. I know Circumstance Marcus is 500. I know Cat Fan Comics Man is almost at 200. He's he's at one. The last I checked, I think he was at 195. So, yeah, definitely. And I think Rob Fat Stax, I think he's almost at 900 or above it. So definitely. And Joe, I think Joe's pretty close to 700 as well. So, wow. That's great. Yeah, I was blown away, Joe, with that video this week that so you go through the top 10 and then you're like, here, let me show you 7 of them. I have them in my PC. So, and if your mom would have let you keep more, you probably would have had all 10. So, yep. C-Man E-Man just crossed 300. He did a 300 sub giveaway just about a week or so ago. I'm trying to think. There's a bunch of channels that are approaching some milestones. So definitely cool. All right, 150. Nice. Yeah, it's been interesting. I know this time of year, late August, September, people are kind of getting back into their new schedules, school, college, all the kind of, life stuff that happens after the summer. And I've been like bouncing back and forth. I've been in like the 760s for, I don't know. It seems like forever. It's just I add a few, I lose a few, I add a few, I lose a few. So I'm like, whatever it is. Hopefully, we'll push through. Because I'm looking to do an 800 subscriber giveaway. Oh, that was Chris the Comic Vet just hit 800. He's doing a celebration of that. I think on Monday. So yeah, so a lot of different milestones happening. All right, Joe said he's at 6. Yeah, I knew you were getting close to 700, Joe. And then Joe's got right. It's usually the last Friday of the month that Joe does the comic book crowd Friday night show. So definitely go check that out. Matt and Madam and Master Blaster are on it. A few others on the panel. So definitely a cool show to go check out. And you've got a lot of stuff today. You've got, like I said, you got Phil's show this following mine. You have Gray Man Cover Slingers at 2. You've got Only Slabs at 2:30. You've got I think Gary B's got a special 1011 tonight with Pocan Joe. You've got Banter, I think, on Remy's channel. You've got I believe Spine Ticks is live tonight as well. So a lot of different options for you today. I'm definitely interested in Only Slabs today. Nerdy Girl is on, and I've seen some of her collection on Instagram. So I know she's probably bringing some crazy books there today. So I think that's kind of a must watch one this afternoon. So yep, that's it, right? And I had Circumstance Marcus on the 411 last week, and he kind of pointed that out. He's like, it's not so much about the subscribers, as long as they're enjoying what you're putting out, but it's a little bit on the content creator to produce, great content. So, which is true, right? You have to make content that people want to watch. So, but yeah, it's great to see. There he is, and he's getting close to 200. Like I said, last I checked, he was at 195, trying to hit the 200 mark. So if you're not subbed up to Cat Fan, definitely go sub him up. Shop is dropping some links. Appreciate that. I am just going to update a few people, make them mods. But yeah, so definitely cool. A lot happening in the community. Community continues to grow. Like I said, discovered 3 new channels this week. So really cool. Where is, I saw him in here. Good morning. Fanboy Prime is here. Yeah, I just watched one of his videos this morning. He's got a great haul. Picked up some books off of Instagram. Some run fillers, but really really cool. Let me see. I'm missing. Um, yeah, no, this is true, right? And I think most of us are amazed, right, that we come on here and do this and share, um, you know, our love for comic books, and we've got a ton of people watching us. So it's interesting. That's nice. Yeah, I know. I think Madam and Master were talking about that too. They had a video that hit a bunch of views, so that's really cool. Yeah, and it's funny. I'll go back and look at videos that I produced months ago and see that they have a pretty good amount of views. So it's kind of, you just never know. I've had some videos go crazy, and I think I had an eBay's books that sold on eBay that went, 500-600 views, and I have no idea, why it wasn't anything special. So, um, oh, nice, 199. So he's only one away. So let's see, whoever's not subbed up to Cat Fan Comics, man, go sub him up right now. Get him to 200 right here on the Breakfast with Brian show. uh, so we got some books that we're going to that I read this week. So why don't I just show some of those off? Some of the books that I caught up on reading this week. Twig. This is Twig issue 5. This was a fun little series. I've enjoyed it. Nothing too deep story wise. Just a Twig on a little adventure, and it was a fun read. It was, like I said, a light story, but colors and the drawing artwork were really good. Really enjoyed that. And then you go from that kind of lighthearted story to A Righteous Thirst for Vengeance, which is kind of a dark story. I don't want to spoil it. This was issue 11. I thought this was going to be 12 issues, but I guess this wraps it up. Um, this was a very quick read. A lot of the story was told without dialogue, just artwork and panels. So definitely, if you're looking for a little bit more of a darker story, that was definitely it. So. All right, S. Vaughn's away for 12 away. So yeah, definitely. If you guys don't know one another or have not subbed, definitely. Um, oh, nice! Congrats! Let's hope everybody sticks. It stays, and you are on your way now to well beyond 200. Well done. Tylox is here. Good morning. Appreciate you coming out. That's funny. Wow. Yeah, I guess you never know, right? If you, I'm gonna actually probably this week I'm gonna be doing a video on. So I'm going to New York Comic Con. It's probably like what about 2 weeks away. But I was looking at some of the exclusive books, and there was a ton of exclusive books. So I'm definitely gonna kind of review that, all of the different exclusive books, and there's a lot of Vampirella and Red Sonja and things like that. So scantily clad women. So maybe I can duplicate your success with the Pop Tart cherry Pop Tart video. uh, the mullet, the mighty mullet. Um, Taco's here. Good morning. Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, so I mean, right? They did say Twig would return right at the end of that issue 5. So um, that was good to see. Nice. Yeah, that's Strange number 6. This was basically a Wong kind of solo story or storyline. No Clea in this issue, but this is really good. This has been an enjoyable read for me, even without Doctor Strange really in the storyline. Strange has been I've enjoyed. Probably between Strange and I think Moon Knight have really been some of my favorite Marvel reads. Um, Spider Man's picking up, so just making sure I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Batman 127. So I just started picking this up with the Chip Zdarsky run. It's been good, right? Whole failsafe, Batman and Robin and a few of the others, Nightwing battling failsafe. This has been kind of gritty. Batman's getting knocked around a little bit by failsafe. We did see Superman show up in this issue, so um, that's been a good read. So yeah, I'll be there Thursday, Joe. I think I'm only going on Thursday. I figured I'd be there the first day because I think that's probably less crowded of the days. I know that I've been there before on the weekends, and I know it's kind of crazy. So definitely be there Thursday. I'm looking to be there, just as the doors open. So yeah, definitely. I know there's a few others. I think Pop and Son was here earlier. He's going to be there. There's a bunch, bunch from the community that I think are hitting New York Comic Con. So yeah, definitely need to catch up with Joe, get a picture, shake his hand. So all right. Well, I'm sure we'll bring you some video and we'll keep you updated, Phil. So yeah, the story was good. I've enjoyed the Batman run. So far. I mean, like I said, I've made 3 issues in to Chip's run, but it's been good. And even the backup story's been interesting. The Catwoman backup story um, has been fun. So yeah, Moon Knight has been one of my favorite reads so far. Since that series came out. Poison Ivy number 4. I didn't know much about what this was going to be. I got drawn in by some of the great covers in this series, but it's been an interesting read as well. I've enjoyed it. Picked up Vanish. This is a new Stegman Cates image book. Now, this was, I saw a bunch of people mention this. I think there was maybe some spec behind it. Maybe, I guess, because, everything seems to be getting optioned these days. So, um, Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, I guess now with things kind of settling down with, COVID and things, a lot of the cons and even smaller cons have been opening up. So it's good to, oh, no, I did not. I'll have to check that out. I know, I believe McFarlane's going to be at New York City Comic Con for some signings. So, um, well, Superman appears in the latest issue, so you definitely need to check that out, fanboy. Callie and Jordan Squad, good morning. I got to check out your video. I know you just dropped a video with some pack rips and some week 3 NFL predictions. So I'd like to hear your thoughts on the Giants Cowboy game. So definitely need to go check that out. Yeah, Vanish. Vanish was pretty good. I enjoyed the story. Kind of a some people, I think I heard somebody mention compared to like a Harry Potter type, magic type story, but started out good. Definitely thought it was good enough that I'll certainly check out issue number 2. So yes, yeah, Batman is not, and basically the whole, Robin, like I said. Nightwing. I mean, everybody's getting knocked around a little bit by failsafe. So if that's your thing, definitely go check that out. It's funny too. I've been to New York Comics. So I went to my first New York City Comic Con probably when I was like 10, and I didn't even know. I knew it was a comic book convention. I didn't even know it was New York Comic Con. Went with a friend of mine from from school, neighborhood friend. His mom and dad were divorced. His mom lived in the city, so he was going to visit her, and so I went. And the mom's boyfriend was a vendor at the Comic Con, so we basically got to run around the Comic Con for 2 days. Like I said, he had a table. He was selling some books. Um, and now years later I look back and I was like, oh wow, I was at that New York Comic Con, and I don't know when it was, 80, 80, 81, something like that. Um, and I've been back a few times since. Took my children. They wanted to cosplay and go see the show, go see the con. And at that time I wasn't collecting comics, so I didn't buy any books. I wasn't even interested in looking at comic books. So it was it's been interesting. So this will really be the first time um, going to the con where I'm collecting books. Um, so yeah, fanboy, you would definitely like the um, issue of Batman because, like I said, there's a little bit of a cliffhanger at the end with Superman. So yeah, artwork was done really well. Yeah, definitely gritty. That was one of the things before I kind of picked it up. I just scanned through it at the comic shop and said, "Oh, all right, this artwork looks really good." So, um, 22 is here. Good morning. Let's see, where was I? Oh, Predator. So now on to some of the Marvel books I read this week. Predator 2. This has been a good start to the series. I know Marvel just picked up the Predator, license, and so they've been doing some new books. This series has been good so far. This one was a little bit of a kind of setup issue, but definitely a little bit of a cliffhanger at the end. So looking forward to issue 3, and I'm assuming now that they have Predator and Aliens licenses that we may see a Predator Alien crossover at some point. So just making sure I'm not missing anything. All right. Yeah, I think that there's a lot of these smaller cons popping up, and sometimes the smaller ones. I mean, I remember as a kid going to it was probably once a month we had a little comic book show at a local Holiday Inn, and those were the best because they were just all comic book vendors. So sometimes those small ones are really really good. And I know there's some local ones here. I think there's a few in New Jersey that are basically just all comic book vendors. So um, yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, I think that's kind of where we're leading to, right? So because they just rebooted Alien 2, they have a new Alien series out as well. So Venom 10, this has been okay. A little bit of a confusing story. A lot going on with Eddie and Dylan, and this has been okay. And a little bit of a confusing story to kind of keep track of. Al Ewing writing it. That one hasn't been my favorite. Daredevil number 3. So they're setting up a hand, the hand versus the fist. We have Punisher storyline going on, and now you've got Daredevil and Elektra together. So I think we're definitely going to see some type of crossover, with Daredevil and the Punisher. So um, yeah, it definitely has been. Seems like a lot more shows have been popping up. Yeah, those local shows, in a hotel room, a hotel ballroom, are sometimes the best. So yeah, need to have comics. Gene, good morning. No worries. Appreciate you being here. We're running. Wow, we're running really. I got to get it moving here. We've got a giveaway to do. We've got a couple other things to do. So Obi-Wan, number 5. This wraps it up. This was okay. This was kind of a retelling of some of his stories, or telling of stories over the years. He's still on Tatooine, watching over Luke. So this is kind of in between that period. So that was pretty fun. And then the last book I read this week was Spider-Punk, number 5. This ends up the series. This was okay. I was having a little bit of a trouble kind of connecting with these different, different universe of Spidey characters. Definitely interesting. The artwork is great. To see, the all the different characters as kind of rock band, a rock band theme. So it was fun. It was fun. Yes, thank you. Yeah, hit that like button. We're gonna talk a little bit about the comic book community awards. So, like I said, those are all the books I read this week. I still have some other books that I'm waiting on in the mail that I need to catch up on. So, um, yeah, those some of those hotel cons. Like I said, I remember as a growing up as a teenager, there was one probably once a month, and it was in like walking distance of my house at a local Holiday Inn, and it was probably 20 something vendors, just all comic books. Um, so yeah, no, I appreciate everybody coming out. I the one reason why I decided on doing this show was it was early in the morning, early Saturday, where I can kind of do the show and then go on with the things that I need to do with my day. But I was also looking for a spot when not too many other people were on. So um, it's been a good little spot for me. So I appreciate it. And even having some of everybody on the Central West Coast time zones getting up early and hanging out with us is it's great. I really appreciate it. Nice. Yeah. So, Comic Book Community Awards. Links are down below for all of the sponsors. We have, I have a few sponsors. There's category sponsors, a bunch of people from the community. So, definitely go check them out. Um, and I just checked this morning. So, we have 530 votes in so far. We last year we did I think there were 549 total votes submitted for the finalists, so we're at 530. So we're definitely going to you know go past what we did last year. We've slowed down a little bit, but still we're about almost at the halfway point. So, and a lot of the categories are very close. Took a peek at the results so far, and there's a couple votes separating first place and second place. So definitely get your votes in. All of them will count. yeah, that's been a fun category to watch. The best hair, mustache. So definitely, if you have not voted or um, yeah, I think that there we go. That's Tylux's first T-shirt. Voted for the mullet. Um, yeah, no, and that's kind of a thing that I think most of us echo is being able to connect with fellow comic book collectors and the community. The community is just great. I just did an interview with so a little bit of a preview for next Friday's Comic Book Community 411. I have Gary B, the casual comic guy, on. So I had a great conversation with Gary. So that'll be premiering next Friday. And Gary and I were talking about this, just how the grow together and just the community and people making friends, and it's been fun. It's enjoyable. I look forward to the Saturday morning and just any of the live streams to hang out with everybody. It's just and E-Man did get a bunch of votes but didn't make the finalist. I know that was tough because if you've seen his hair flipping video, he was deserving. So yeah, we'll hopefully next year. Congrats, Gene. But yeah, so Comic Book Community Awards. So, like I said, kind of just in the middle of it. Votes are coming in, slowing down a little bit. So I'm going to try to ramp it up. I might be doing a live stream maybe next weekend to remind people that it's still open and get out there and vote. Yeah, I got to figure that out. Take a look at it. So, all right. Tilux, I didn't even know you had shirts. uh, yes, please vote if you haven't. And that's what we're going to do for our giveaway today. Let me share my screen. We're going to, because I said I looked at the votes this morning and there were 530 votes so far. So we will do hashtag 530 and for our weekly giveaway. I think just having one vote, per person is really the best way to go. I did make a change in the voting. There was some feedback from the community, and a few people reached out to me. So initially, when had to vote, you had to vote for every single category before you could submit your ballot. And some people said, "Well, I'm not familiar with a lot of these channels. I don't want to vote." For every category. So so I made that change. So you don't have to vote for, for every single category. I hope you would. I hope you'd go check out those channels, but definitely feedback from the channel, from the community was to make that change. So that's what we did. But I think, I'm more of the, vote once, but, certainly, I know people, tell their wife or their girlfriend, their, whatever it may be, friends to maybe go vote. So, we'll take a look at it. Want to try to be as fair as possible. So, yeah, there's no restriction on, I'm using a Google form. So there's really no way other than email address to lock in the votes. We may look at different ways of voting, as it continues to grow. But like I said, I'm more of one vote, per email account. I mean, I don't think that people are going to go, spin up 10, 15 email addresses to vote multiple times. So, and, I think we're at the level where there's enough votes where even if somebody, voted multiple times, 5, 6 times, it's really not going to sway the votes too much, the results, because, we have a pretty good amount of votes coming in. So, yeah, no, it's definitely, and that's the way it's set up. That's the way the voting is set up. One vote per email. So, That's the best way that I can police it right now. I agree. I agree. We don't need, All right. We've got 28 and we've got 24 entries. So give you guys just another second or two and then we'll run this and we'll do the fat stacks, only slabs type pull. All right. So another somebody else come in. We'll give you a couple more seconds. All right. Here we go. Here we go. David, congrats. So we've got the short box, prize box here. So we'll go ahead and see what we pull. Can we pull some Aquaman or let's see what we get. All right. Magneto number 13. Great cover. Got Red Wolf number 1, Marvel book. Let's see where we go. We've got 2. We got 3 more pulls. We've got, this is Alex Ross cover. That's a great yellow cover thing. Pointing at you. Let's see where we go. Well, here we go. Death Metal Trinity Crisis number 1. Great DC cover. All right, and the final book. Oh, pulled 2. This is DC Superstars. This I believe is the reprint facsimile, but I believe this might be the first appearance of the Huntress, but this is the facsimile version of it. So very cool. Congrats, David. I'll get those. I'm pretty sure I have your address. I'll get those out to the mail for you. So congrats on that. Thought I saw a few others pop in too. Appreciate you guys being here. So I think that is about it for today. Like I said, shout outs we did earlier on. Links are down below. Links are down below for all of the Comic Book Community Awards sponsors. So definitely go check them out. Joffrey, good morning. Definitely go, check out all of the links, sub up the channels if you're not familiar with them. We did 3 new channels that I discovered this week, so definitely go check them out. We helped Cat Fan Comics Man hit 200 on the show, so really cool. So if you don't know Cat Fan, go check him out, go sub him up. Let's make sure that 200 sticks for him. So, but yeah, Jimmy G, thanks for coming out. Appreciate you being back. Hopefully you'll be making some videos soon. Good to have you back in the chat though. But yeah, check out in about 10 minutes. You've got Philtastic Phil with his live stream. So definitely go check him out. And you've got a ton of stuff, like I said, going on today. Only Slabs 2:30. You've got Cover Slingers at 2. You've got a lot of viewing options today. So definitely go check it out. And I appreciate everybody coming out, supporting this live stream and the Comic Book Community Awards. Really do appreciate everybody coming out. So, yes, and thank you, Master, for the great, great idea. Send in, this week we'll show them off next Saturday. Send in your best breakfast picks from the week, and I think we discussed earlier that pants are optional, but don't include that. Don't send that. I don't want to see that. Um, um, yeah. So let's see. Let's see. What are we going to leave you with? What are we going to leave you with today? Always look to try to give you some video. Let's see. Why don't we leave you with Bruno? We'll leave you with Bruno from last year's Comic Book Community Awards. Joe, stay safe in Florida. I hope anybody down in Florida, stays safe with that hurricane. Hopefully it dies down. But be safe out there. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. And let's introduce you to Joe and Bruno.
Anachronic.
Hi, comic book guys and gals. I'm Joe from Anacronic Comics. I am honored to be here during the first annual Comic Book Community Awards. When Brian asked me to do this video, I said, hell yeah, because here's what I think about these awards. Yeah, here's Bruno. I'm Bruno. Yeah, this is me. And I had to interrupt that bladder that Joey was going to tell you about the Comic Book Community Awards. He's probably going to say, yeah, Brian's a great guy. The awards are really terrific. Congratulations to all the peoples that were nominated and all the rest of that baloney. I know he's going to say that because I know Joey. I'm like this with him and I know the way he thinks. I got to tell you the truth. I'm not too happy about these awards. Now, why is that? Well, take a look at it. Take a look at the different categories. Do you see my name anywhere on that? No. So, Brian, I'm telling you, I know you're from New York, so I'm giving you a little bit of slack. You gotta fix that. You gotta fix that before you give out these awards. Like, take a look, for example, the best video unboxing video or series. Hey, that's me. I've been unboxing like all these torpedo boxes and stuff like that for a while. Not my fault that Joey doesn't buy anymore, and I'm not going to spend my money on that stuff. So that's one area that my name could be. Another one, the most entertaining content creator. I can't believe my name ain't there. Come on, who's more entertaining than me, Bruno? Oh my God. And then the best ongoing series, the torpedo boxes. That's an ongoing series. I must have did like 4, 5, or 6 of them. And how many do you need to be ongoing? I think more than one is ongoing, isn't it? Anyway, the other one that really burns me is the People's Choice. Now, what people are you talking about? All the people around me love me. That should be another one for me. Anyway, look, all right. I understand that the voting is closed, so I can't do anything about it. But I have to tell you, for 2022, my name better be there, Brian. I'm telling you right now, my name better be there. Gotta boom. So let me just say good luck to all the nominees. And Brian, it was so great that you put this together. What a great idea. And I know this first one is really special, but I'm looking forward to many more in the future. Take care.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.